Welcome back to Classic Firearms. I'm Brandon, and this is day 4, final day of SHOT Show 2025. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. All right, now we're at Shield Arms, and I have Matt here, and we have a new modular pistol we're going to talk about.
Yes, sir. So this is something that we're going to be launching here later this year. So what it is this is going to be our serialized chassis that you're going to be able to pick a personalized frame that you would like. So if you wanted something like a metal frame, if you wanted something maybe with a more of a 1911 handle, maybe if you wanted something more of a grip chop, you're going to be able to build a customized pistol that you want. You're going to be able to use anything with a 43, 43X, and 48 as far as innards. So if you have an old pistol that you're laying around you're not using, you'll be able to use those parts to be able to build the pistol, but also you'll be able to use third party as well. One thing that we'll be doing when we get closer to release, we will come out with a list that's going to tell you kind of what is compatible with what. But what we want you to be able to do is build the pistol that you want.
And right away I noticed that we have just like different various grip sizes. So you have like a small one, you have a larger one, and of course you have some different mag sizes. So I do like that. It looks like, I mean, you're basically piecing together an entire pistol that you want.
Absolutely, and it's going to work with our S15 magazines. So if you do have S15 magazines laying around now, you'll be able to use those. You'll also be able to, if you wanted to, we do the S10 magazines as well. So if you did want to use the grip chop, you can do that as well.
All right. Well, anything else new about it, or is that just the modularity?
It's going to be the modularity. This is a prototype built one that we have right here. This would be similar to a 48.
Ooh, and I like the
gas pedals.
A little bit of a gas pedal there, yeah.
Absolutely,
Here,
and the beaver tail. Yeah, definitely put that in your hand.
I'm going to show that off to the camera too, just a little bit, because that's pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it feels great in the hand. As far as the back strap on the back, again, this is a prototype. We want this to be somewhat removable, so if you did want to change up the feel, you can, to your style, the way that you like to hold.
Okay. Well, I do appreciate your time. And by the way, you did great for your very first interview, man.
Hey,
that was good.
First time.
All right, now we're at Ruger, and I have Matt with me.
Yes.
And we're talking a little bit about the Ruger RXM, very new.
Yeah, so it's our latest in the pistol category. And, who knew a 4-inch 9mm striker-fired gun would cause such an uproar?
Yeah, absolutely.
But RXM, so it's a Ruger and Magpul collaboration. That's really where this came together. And our goal is to have a modular pistol with all the opportunity, all the aftermarket support they can have. And it's hard to walk into a space with more support than that. Gen 3 G19 space.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, it's everything I think you need out of the box. We're thrilled that you can make it your own, no matter what shenanigans you can get up to. We ship it as a stealth gray Magpul frame. They have a black one already available. I'm sure we'll see more of the standard Magpul colors coming out.
I do love that you guys started out with this color. I mean, it's just a cool color. And how many guns do you see that start out coming in something, in not black or, not tan or FDE?
I'm a little surprised by almost outraged that it's not a black gun coming out of the gate from some folks. And I get it. Black guns are clean and just classic. What I really like about just the EHG concept of this gun is also misadventures in stippling. So this is not a firearm. It is just a pistol grip.
There's like literally nothing inside of it. So
and I think it's like $40. So if you want to make it your own, by all means, feel free. If you muck it up too much, you can just hit the reset button, go right back to the beginning, and you're perfectly fine. You've not ruined anything.
So what's the serialized portion of this gun then?
So hiding in here, and you can see it from the outside, only where we have the serial number, is a stainless steel fire control insert.
Got it.
And it's just 2 pins, and then sliding the takedown lever out the side, and that fire control insert will lift right out, leaving you the bottom half pretty well empty. But otherwise, takedown's the same. And it's everything in that G19 Gen 3 world that you can customize. So it's the sights, the slides, the barrels, the triggers.
Now, I have to ask a question I think will be on a lot of people's minds.
Okay.
Are you guys planning on doing something like the Flux Raider with this? Do you have any collaborations in mind, or anything in-house?
It's exciting of all the things that can be done. And we have a lot of plans. The Flux Raider thing is cool. It's not really our bailiwick of product line.
Absolutely.
But the platform It's possible, certainly.
Absolutely. Yeah, well, I'd love to see something like that because the pistol's cool, and then to be able to just kind of do as you please with it, make it your own, I think is really valuable. And it seems like that's a pretty big thing at SHOT Show this year.
Well, and if anything else to get you over the hurdle of it's another 9mm.
Yeah.
This is steel sights, tritium front, nothing you have to change on day one. And we think you should check it out.
Absolutely. I can't wait to get one and actually go shoot it. So
Fantastic.
All
Thank
right.
you very much.
Thank you for your time. Still here with Matt Ruger. I finished up that last segment, and he was like, hey, we also have a new carbon fiber, right?
Yes.
Barrel?
So the official full-length name for this goes on and on. But this is what you need to know. It's a 3.5-pound carbon fiber barreled 1022.
Ooh, let me hold it real quick. I'm curious. Oh, yeah. That is super light.
And that's, no optic, but with an empty magazine. So this is a carbon fiber tension barrel. We've had 1022 light in the past. So conceptually, it's the same gun we've had, but peeling so much weight off the barrel with this carbon fiber tube. Of course, it's threaded and ready to go. And the mag pull, I think it's MOE X22 stock.
Yeah.
Super light. We've added this nice splatter paint, so there's a little bit of grip and texture.
Yeah.
It classes up the gun a lot. There's not a lot you can ask for lighter than this.
I mean, it is legitimately very light. Like I did a review on the normal Ruger, the 1022. It's a polymer one, maybe like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
Sure.
And I mean, just literally, it's like 2 pounds, 3 pounds different at least, right? Yeah. So, what is the MSRP on something like this?
MSRP on this is $649.
Nice. Okay.
And I think that hits a big value proposition for the weight, the carbon fiber, all that appeal.
Yeah.
Great shooting little gun. It's almost so light that it's flighty on target on a really windy day.
Yeah.
But by the time you get an optic, a silencer, you're back at super handy rifle yet.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to have it.
Well, thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Now we're at Arma Zeka, I believe I pronounced that right.
Yes.
And with Garby?
Yes.
Gabri, I'm sorry, I messed that up. But I hear you guys have some cool pistols, and I felt this thing just a second ago. That is one of the smoothest, like just slides I've felt in a while. So go ahead and tell us about what you got.
Yes, Arma Zeka, it's a small manufacturer based out of Czech Republic.
Yeah.
As you can see here from the full line, they've been producing mostly focusing on the full sights, and they always been focusing on competitive shooting.
Yeah.
That's what you see mostly of the whole line. But then recently we expanded the line also to the tactical environment, as you can see here.
Yeah.
And what we brought this year, these guns have close to zero tolerances between components because they produce everything in CNC. The quantity obviously is limited, so they can do that. And the one thing that is like the most appreciated about these guns is the trigger. So we said, why don't we bring this high performance in a concealable gun? And that's how we came up with this compact version.
Yeah, and so the compact is what's new for this year, correct?
Yes, we brought it this year. Here you can see the regular compact Arma Zeka, and here you can see the one compensated with the open mag.
And that blue is actually pretty cool as well. But I do notice there's like a grip tape on that grip as well. That's actually pretty cool. It feels solid too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you saw it right. So one cool thing about these guns is the modularity and the fact that since you have very tight tolerances, all the components can be swapped up. So we have different sizes of grip, different sizes of backstrap. We actually have these, for example, these not only different size but also different shape. Like this one, we called it palm lifter because this wedge creates here, it basically it makes almost it lift up your palm all the way up to the beaver tail, so you can grab better and hold on to it.
And I will admit, we played with this just a second ago because it's hard to talk and hold the microphone and play with it, but that trigger, very smooth, like out of the box. And I'm assuming these are not hand-picked, these are the ones that come out of the box. And that trigger felt so good. The reset on it was really nice. I do notice as well, your machining and your finishes are very nice. And then overall, the gun felt really good in the hand. And now this one in particular is how long is it's obviously a threaded barrel, but how long is the barrel?
It's a 5 inches.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, you got it right. What I believe is the most advantage about this platform, as far as the modularity, is the versatility of the platform.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. You can have different shapes of grips, and you can also remove them in their entirety. And here we still have these enlightenments, where we can put sandpaper on. Actually, it's provided in the box when you buy the gun.
Yeah.
And I mean, here if you have for smaller hands, you can still have a
good
lot,
purchase
really,
on
a
it.
good trip. Yeah. And yes, yeah. I mean, like the trigger that you mentioned before.
Yes.
Also
Oh, yeah.
there. In terms of versatility, it's fully adjustable in any kind of way you can think of.
Yeah.
You can move it back and forth based on your finger length.
Ah.
Yes, you can adjust the pull weight, the trigger pull weight.
Yeah.
And you can bring the single action up to 0.8. I mean, it's a really high performing
cow.
trigger out of the box.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome. And these things, I want one. I'm sold. You sold me.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, buddy. You have a good day. But wait, there's more. He stopped me before I walked away and says, "Hey, have you ever seen a revolver carbine?
Yes.
Like only in museums." Let's go ahead here.
Yes.
Tell us about this thing.
As you can see here, this is a very unique piece. We produce, we produce it in Czech Republic, and we're bringing it this first year at SHOT Show. We're presenting it, and it did real well. It got really accepted.
Yeah,
it's very unique, and I'll tell you like the story about these farms, why they built it in the first place, because it's interesting and it's relevant. So basically, in Europe, if you are going to hunt with a longer rifle, you need to have like a license, right? An additional license.
Sure.
So they came up with this pistol action, and they put on a 16 inches barrel, and so basically it's considered just a pistol.
Yeah.
And you don't need that additional license.
Interesting.
And man, you can have like these advantages.
Let me see it real quick.
Yeah. So it's a revolver action. What I believe is the best thing about this gun is that it's 16 inches, so you have all the advantages of a long rifle. You can be precise. It's very easy to shoot, and the sights align really well on this gun.
Yeah.
I put some rounds in it. I'll tell you what, the 38s, like all these recoil absorbent on the stock. It works really well, and it almost feels like you're shooting 22.
Yeah, and it was you said 357, right?
Yeah,
dude.
I shot the 357. I couldn't imagine it's almost no recoil.
Yeah, dude, that's really cool. And now, when you bring them to the States, do you have an MSRP for them?
Yes. This Carbine will retail for $19.90.
Nice.
It's very well produced. From little detail you can tell, this rest cylinder that you don't get to see anymore a lot.
Yeah.
This is built like...
I'm just going to show it to the camera real quick. But yeah, I mean, and you can see, I don't know how well to pick up on the camera, but holding it in person, the machining on the metal looks very, very good. And I mean, it feels solid too.
Right,
so.
Right. And the good advantage, unlike shotgun, bolt action, and a lever action, this one, you grab it, you aim, and you shoot. It's double single action, so as long as you load it on the cylinder, you're good to shoot without doing anything.
Nice. Now, I also heard there's one more thing that we need to talk about too.
Yes.
So we'll have a cut and we'll be right back. And we're back. What do we have now? These things look awesome.
Yes. So Tony System Components, it's an Italian manufacturer of advanced shooting components. These guys have a huge catalog. They produce components. I believe the full catalog is like 1,500 products.
Yeah.
And each product comes in different color variation. And they produce components for all famous platforms, from handguns to shotguns to rifles, all the most popular platform. One of the most famous is definitely this Beretta 92X Performance, and people like to customize, especially on super popular platform. You buy it, that you want to put the mag well on, you want to change the grips, you want to put and increase the mag release, or you want to transform into the most extreme version of it, like this one.
Yeah.
Right, what we're presenting this year at SHOT Show is the full bundle kit, where people, right now you can go on a website, pick all the components one by one, and compose your gun. But many people don't really want to see, is this the right recoil spring that I should put on my gun? And so we're basically, bundling all the components up for each specific gun, and you can just, buy the. Also, we can scratch $100. Off the full price, so you can also save money. You save time. You get the full bundle kit. Is a no-brainer. There are many tutorials on the internet on how to set up. In 40 minutes, you're good to go. You're already set up.
Yeah, and what's the MSRP on this?
It's gonna be around the $900.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, dude, there's some cool stuff. And the machining is very good on these as well. I feel like I keep saying that.
Yeah.
But, it's very true. That's what stands out the most. Sometimes you get, manufacturers that produce something and you can just see all the markings and stuff. No, everything here looks like it was intentionally designed that way, and it's very, very nice, very smooth, and looks really cool. Yes. I bet you can run this thing like crazy, dude.
Yeah.
That is great.
You can definitely. I mean, at the end of the day, these guys are official supplier of Beretta, so their standard, they need to be really high. They produce everything they machine everything from CNC, so that's why the components that you see here are really premium quality. I have the the relationship of all my customers, and I only have positive feedbacks about Tony System components. I never have a complaint, man.
Yeah, all right. Well, thank you so much for your time. We've talked about a lot, but you guys got some really cool stuff, so I appreciate everything.
Thank you for your time.
Absolutely. Have a good SHOT Show, or the rest of it's last day. So
thank you.
Now we're here with Bryce from CRKT. This display you had caught my eye, and you have one. All right, and what is it?
All right, this is the Provoke X. It's a folding, pocket-friendly, tactical tomahawk.
Yeah.
Kind of first of its type. Really cool blade designed by Joe Caswell, who designed the Provoke. We got a deadbolt lock up top. If you release that, the blades will actually go back into the frame.
Yeah.
Resetting the safety. To deploy, safety off. Give it a good solid whack, and the blades come out.
Dude, that's cool. I want to try it real quick. Let me. All right, so safety off.
Safety down.
And then just give it a good flick, hand low.
Flick, hand low.
Oh.
Almost.
Got it.
Is, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man.
That's awesome.
I really like that. I definitely think that at least get it stuck in a tree. I feel like that would be good use, but these things are, that is really cool.
Awesome, bro.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
You have a great rest of your day.
You too.
And that's a wrap on SHOT Show coverage for 2025. Make sure you check out our main channel, Classic Firearms, for all other booths.